with Congressman Luis Gutierrez, a true advocate for justice. As a 9-term member of the U.S. House of Representatives, Luis Gutierrez has shown tireless leadership in championing the causes of minority and immigrant communities, as well as consumer and financial protections. He is an energetic spokesman on behalf of his constituents in Illinois' 4th District and has earned widespread acclaim throughout the nation.
The mission of the National Gay Lesbian Task Force is to build the grassroots power of the LGBT community by training activists and advancing legislation. Darlene is the Deputy Executive Director of that fine organization.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I stand here before you today as a proud, openly lesbian, African-American woman. I am not either black or a lesbian. I am both and so much more. And I know that I'm not alone here today. There are so many more here just like me and across the country who are just like me. And like you, I seek justice for all of us. In America, justice means equal rights for everyone, regardless of race, ethnicity, class, sex, gender expression, sexual orientation, or ability. A just society means an end to racial profiling, and I mean this seriously. It means stemming the tides of anti-immigrant extremist behavior. We are so proud that last year Congress passed the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Jr. Hate Crimes Prevention Act. I hope we never forget those 2 men and the hundreds of others who died at the hands of hatred. Matthew Shepard, who was killed for his gayness, and James Byrd, who was killed for his blackness. Yes, our communities are tied and united together. Our communities, people of color and those in the lesbian, gay, and bisexual and transgender community stand united against hate crimes of any type against anyone. Justice also means not turning our backs on the hundreds and thousands of black and Latino and other people wrongly incarcerated each year. Our system is broken when in 2010 we are adding more beds to our prisons than seats to our classrooms or jobs to our economy. The time is now to promote justice and fairness for all in this country. And I know that we know that protection from employment and housing discrimination continues to elude so many of us. We have to invest in our communities by educating our young, caring for our elders, and ensuring that all of our families thrive. Because while we know it is a challenge, I believe, and I know you do too, Representative Gutierrez, that it is the diversity of this nation that makes our nation so great. Diversity is our greatest strength. Our youth, be they bisexual, straight, gay, lesbian, transgender, questioning, immigrant, or other, don't need steel bars or homeless shelters. They need supportive families. They need love. They need acceptance. And they need a quality education safe from harassment and bullying of any type. The unfortunate suicides that have taken the lives of so many young this past week are still heavy on my heart. Our youth need hope. To the young people who are being bullied and harassed, as a person who came out as a teenager, I want you to know it will get better. Let's pave the road to independence and self-sufficiency for our young people with love so that youth suicides never happen again. We will have achieved justice when, regardless of sexual orientation, gender identity, age, race, or ethnicity, we all have freedom from discrimination and equal access to jobs, justice, and education. Finally, I want to say to you, Representative Gutierrez, thank you for working for justice for all of us. Thank you all. Vote One Nation.
Thank you. Today I want to talk about two important words: hard work. I want to talk about the men and the women who clear the dishes in restaurants, the man who supports his family by working as a janitor, the woman bent over sewing machines, making our clothes, the women caring for America's children, the families picking America's fruit. It's hard work. Yet immigrants come to our nation to work at dangerous and sometimes demeaning jobs to face the risk of discrimination and deportations. They come to do hard work. On TV news, we don't see many pictures of the immigrants sweeping the floor in the hospital or caring for a sick child. But we see lots of pictures of scary invaders jumping over fences or prisoners in handcuffs. Far too many people, the two words that come to mind when they think of immigrants are go home. It's our job to replace them with two words that tell the real story: hard work. The people who marched in this spot 47 years ago knew something about hard work, Darlene. Because the struggle for fairness, for justice, for freedom is hard work too. Protecting our civil rights is hard work. And our immigrant struggle for civil rights is born of the African American struggle for civil rights. The Latino and immigrant struggle is not a reinvention of the civil rights movement, Darlene. It is the continuation of the civil rights movement, growing bigger, growing stronger, picking up new allies along the way, helping each of us, letting everybody know nobody will turn us around. We cannot achieve justice for immigrants without the words and actions of Dr. King and his brothers and sisters. You see, you don't get a Cesar Chavez without a Martin Luther King. You don't get Sonia Sotomayor without Thurgood Marshall. You don't get Roberto Clemente without Jackie Robinson. And you don't get comprehensive immigration reform without civil rights for all in this nation. But we did get Sonia Sotomayor. We did get Roberto Clemente. We did get Cesar Chavez. And together we will get comprehensive reform too of our immigration system. People always say the struggle is too hard. The goal is just too far away. But we know that the arc of moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. We know it's true. We've seen it. You know, Darlene, it used to be illegal for workers to form a union. It used to be illegal for women to vote. It used to be illegal for blacks and whites to attend the same schools. But because we did the hard work, the arc of the moral universe bent. It bent towards workers' rights, voting rights, and housing rights. But right now, today, it is illegal for millions of people who live in this country to come out of the shadows and enjoy the prosperity of their hard work and the responsibilities that come with citizenship. We are here today to work hard, to keep bending that arc until it watches over every immigrant in this nation. And I'm not going to stop fighting until we turn on the news, even Fox News, and see the pictures of immigrants doing hard work and making America great. The fight for justice and jobs and civil rights is a movement. It is a family of workers, of straight men and gay women, of Asians and African Americans, of women, of every single immigrant of our nation. Abraham Lincoln, the man we built this memorial to, understood it already 150 years ago. A nation divided against itself cannot stand. So together, as a family, we will rise up. We will stand and we will run together towards justice for every American, whether they were lucky enough to be born here or ambitious enough to have come here to make this land their own. It's hard work, but we can do it. ¡Sí se puede!
¡Sí se puede!
Let's hear it for Congressman Gutierrez.